How's it going, everyone? Got quite a lot to cover in this video. A PlayStation Store title has gone free forever. This game was actually a PS Plus Essential freebie, I believe, a while ago. Now it'll be free for everyone. We'll talk about that. On top of that, a new PlayStation Plus title has dropped in April. That game has a couple of free DLC packs. We'll talk about that. And a couple of updates on some of 2025's most notable releases. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is getting a free update, and Assassin's Creed Shadows has gotten a brand new update as well. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but right off the bat, Arcadegeddon is now available for free on the PlayStation Store. This game used to be, I believe it was $19.99. It was some amount of money, but this is a game that does have microtransactions and whatnot baked into it, so keeping that in mind. Rise up and play with up to 3 friends in this ever-evolving cooperative multiplayer roguelite shooter. Explore multiple biomes, mini-games, find hidden chests, and defeat numerous enemies and bosses. Gilly, the owner of a local arcade, is trying to save his business from a faceless mega corporation, Funco, and what better way to stick it to the man than with a brand spanking new super game? Unfortunately, the corporation gets wind of Gilly's plan and launches a cyber attack, injecting a virus into the game. Now it's up to you. Will you rise up and save both the game and the last remaining local arcade? This ever-evolving co-op multiplayer roguelite shooter allows you and up to 3 friends to explore multiple biomes, compete in minigames, find hidden chests, and battle a crazy cast of enemies and bosses. Speed into the action or take it slow. It's up to you. As you get to know the town, you can dive into additional challenges from the local gangs that hang out in Gilly's arcade, earning you much more than just street cred. Though the view from the top of the leaderboards, it must be pretty darn good. So again, that is available for free right now, available directly on the PlayStation Store. It is a game that has a couple microtransactions by just looking at the PlayStation Store. There's something called AR coins or R coins. So yeah, maybe don't get too in-depth on that, but the game has gone completely free to play, and you can check it out. Maybe ask a couple of friends if you want to check it out for yourself, and you can jump into the game together. The game's got a mostly positive reception, 557 reviews, 73% positive, so you can check that out. Now, the issue is the game has gone free to play, so the people that bought the game, you would hope they would get some form of compensation. I don't believe any compensation was given out, so if you have PlayStation Plus and that copy, like, you just have kind of a game that has gone free for everyone. So it is what it is, but yeah, that is free to play right now over on the PlayStation Store. You can go check that out. Speaking of free, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre does have some free DLC available. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was one of the PlayStation Plus freebies. It was one of the games that did go a little bit under the radar as far as the Plus titles this month, I feel. RoboCop got a lot of attention, and maybe it's just my own bias, but I gave Digimon a lot of hype. But there are 2 Chainsaw Skin variant packs for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre available for free, so you can go ahead and check those out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a multiplayer title, so if you do want to play it, maybe ask a couple of friends and y'all can jump into the game together. There's the Chainsaw Skins 1 and 2 packs. Again, those are available for free. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as you take on the role of the notorious Slaughter family or their victims in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a third-person asymmetrical horror experience based on the groundbreaking and iconic 1974 horror film. As a victim, you must use your wits and stealth to stay out of the family's reach and find the tools you need to lead to your eventual freedom. Slaughter family players must seek out, track down, and stop their guests from escaping. Players of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre can finally find out if they have what it takes to survive. Experience the mad world of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the video game. And again, a couple of free packs of DLC available free right now on PlayStation Plus in the DLC. Obviously is available free as well. Couple of notes and then we'll round out the video. First of all, Kingdom Come 2 Hardcore Mode, that's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. A Hardcore Mode is coming next week. They already noted Hardcore Mode is coming to KCD2 next week. Pick your perks and embrace the pain. KCD2, I know it was a game that was incredibly well received earlier this year. I do think this is one of those games that a lot of people ended up picking up because the reception was so strong. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into, and ultimately, it's a game that just didn't click with them, which is fine. There's always going to be games that have a different style style, different foundational ideas to them that are just not gonna click with certain users. And I believe with KCD2, the console audience isn't gonna resonate with KCD2 as much. And I've always said that about KCD, that if you're going to play the game, it's an incredible game. The historical setting is great. Narratively, it's really solid, but you gotta know what you're getting yourself into from a gameplay standpoint. It does lean on that realistic element, and the combat isn't super flashy. It's not fast-paced, high-octane action gameplay. And really, more than anything, I hear that the combat is what pushes a lot of people away and makes them end up not enjoying the game. I actually just had a buddy boot up KCD2, was completely enthralled by the game's setting, the visuals, and everything like that. Then he got to the combat, immediately dropped the game. I was literally at his place watching him play the game, and just seeing him go through the game, and then he gets to a combat scenario, and I was literally looking at him, and I could just see his face and how he went from completely compelled by the game to just being like, what is going on here? And I saw him get off the game and then uninstall it. Not to say that makes KCD2 a bad game. I really enjoyed it, but you gotta know what you're getting yourself into. Especially, I don't know, maybe some people are like, oh my god, the game's 5% off on the PlayStation Store. Let me go buy it right now because it was received so well. It's just, when it comes to a game like that, and I told so many of my friends in 2022 when they jumped into playing Elden Ring that they just didn't know what they were getting themselves into. And I'm talking about a lot of more casual consumers. I'm talking about, like, back in 2022, I had a buddy of mine literally ask me, you know, is Elden Ring like Skyrim? Like, that's what you're dealing with sometimes with the casual consumers, and that's fine. You know, they're not gonna know about every game, and they're gonna look at review scores and things like that. But KCD2 is a worthwhile game to play. It's just, you know, on PlayStation, we don't have refunds like you do on Steam or something like that. So when you drop $65 or whatever for a PlayStation Store title, you're kind of stuck with that purchase. So just be mindful when you go into a game and buy a game like KCD2. Nonetheless, I think the game is incredible from a setting standpoint. The dialogue is really good. And again, the combat might not be for everyone, but there are aspects of it I did enjoy, but I didn't even love the combat. So yeah, it is what it is. But if you're looking for an open world that's incredible to explore, I think KCD2 is going to offer you a lot of fun. And again, so many branching pathways and things in terms of how things can unfold and how you can tackle different situations. I think it's really cool how they implement that. It would be great to get a PS5 upgrade on KCD1, so the people that do want to play KCD1 can get an upgraded version of that, but unfortunately it looks like that won't be happening. Lastly, I do want to note Assassin's Creed Shadows title update 1.0.2 has dropped. Hello Assassins, tomorrow we'll be releasing our first major patch for Assassin's Creed Shadows, bringing new quality of life improvements and addressing a variety of bugs. This was posted yesterday, so it's live right now. More new and exciting things are coming soon, so stay tuned. A plethora of game improvements, horse auto-follow, and speed improvements have been implemented. Mastery nodes reset, selling and dismantling multiple items. That's a good quality of life improvement. Investigation board shortcut. That's awesome. And then PS5 Pro updates as well, which AC Shadows is already a game that showcases the PS5 Pro pretty well. We're excited to also bring key improvements to the PS5 Pro version of Shadows that'll enhance the visual quality of the experience. Check out more in this article. Added PSSR support for PS5 Pro. Please note that players who have been playing on PS5 Pro prior to the title update will need to manually enable PSSR in the video tab of the pause menu, and balance mode will now feature Ray Trace Spectacular, so that's pretty cool as well. Other key improvements have been made. Uncap the hideout to above 30 FPS in performance mode. That's great. Improved balancing of boss fights. Fixed an issue where the Pathfinder line appears in photos taken in photo mode. Fixed inconsistencies with the throw kunai at the closest enemy after an assassination perk. To the when the Toolmaster gear is equipped to Naoya. Improved double assassinations. Improved Naoya's responsiveness in some instances. A list of bug fixes, quests, updates as well. So there you go with that. They have some updates that'll be spoilers as well. I won't get into that. But a lot of people in the comment sections have been asking me my thoughts on AC Shadows, and some people even suggested that I was avoiding talking about the game, etc., etc. I think the game, from a setting standpoint, in terms of the environments, in terms of the world, I think it's a gorgeous game. I think that goes without saying. In terms of the environments, this game's voice acting is atrocious. Like, I don't know how anybody can say otherwise. I am not playing it in the immersive mode, so keep that in mind. But the voice acting is absolutely atrocious. Like, I think it's god-awful. The facial animations, just the cutscenes in general, I think a lot of the times are terrible, terrible, terrible. And the characters themselves, I think, are fine. I don't think they're blowaway, but literally, I thought Ivor in AC Valhalla was just an abysmal character. So, like, the standard for AC characters, I feel like the past two games with Shadows and Valhalla just setting the standard so low. I thought Odyssey's main character was fine, but again, I just don't feel like we've had an Ezio. I don't think we've had a Edward in Assassin's Creed in a very, very long time, which is unfortunate. Like, I don't feel that enthralled or compelled by Naoya or, you know, Ivor last year or Yasuke. Like, I feel like these characters are honestly pretty terrible, but maybe you guys disagree with me on that. But I feel like when you're talking about a game you have to sink a significant amount of time into, it is important to have you know, great characters that you can really be compelled with their narrative arc, and I just don't feel like you get that with Assassin's Creed. Outside of that, the game, like, if you like Assassin's Creed, you're gonna like this game still. It's still, to me, a lot of mundane content. There are times where some of the story aspects, like, you'll get some high moments, but I think from a gameplay standpoint, it's certainly enjoyable. Exploration, it's fun to go around in the open world. I just still think these games are so padded out, and that might just be a me problem with Assassin's Creed, and that's fine. I've had that problem with the Assassin's Creed games going back into Origins, but I get why people like the games, and if you like it, more power to you. If you have a PS5 Pro, I feel like from a technical standpoint, it's a fantastic showcase of the console, but yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. I think for most people watching my content, wait on a sale for it. It's a Ubisoft game. By the end of the year, hopefully it'll be, you know, $30, $40. Hopefully there will be a edition with all of the additional content as well. Even if you, you know, even past the end of this year, you know, in a couple of years, you'll get that Ultimate Edition and you'll get it fairly cheap. So look at Valhalla. These days, you can pick up the Valhalla Complete Edition for $35. And Valhalla, while it's not like an amazing game, given all the content you're getting, like, Valhalla's a great podcast game, if nothing else. And I think these Assassin's Creed games in general, like, if you're talking about doing all of the content in the open world and whatnot, I feel like they're pretty good podcast games. You know, obviously mute the podcast if you care about the story when the cutscenes happen, but when you're just doing the meandering side content, I feel like it's pretty enjoyable to play these games and then listen to a podcast or watch a show, watch YouTube videos at the same time. The more I've been playing the Assassin's Creed titles, and I felt this way with some of the older games, but I feel that even more so these days. Nevertheless, title update 1.0.2, that is already out. That'll do it for me. Again, Arcade Geddon available absolutely free on the PlayStation Store now. Go check that out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre has some free DLC. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and AC Shadows getting some free title updates as well. Hardcore mode coming to KCD 2. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.